Hello, my name is Dr. Fred Travis. I'm Director of the Center for Brain, Consciousness, and Cognition. And my research area is brain and performance across the lifespan. I've looked at Olympic athletes and found that those that consistently place, their brain functions differently. Now, why look at the brain? We want to look at the brain because that's the filter between inner and outer. We see the world through the brain, we respond to the world through the brain. So if you want to be a better golfer, a better athlete, you need to have a more efficient functioning brain. Let's look at the brain. Here we have the brain. When you see something, it comes into the back part of the brain, and then it's sent to the front, and you respond. And the front part of the brain has two parts to it. The very front, called the prefrontal cortex, is thinking, analyzing, deciding. The top part of the prefrontal cortex is the motor system. So for fluid motion, what has to happen? You have to see the world, it has to go to the motor system, and then all of the practice you've been doing, it instantly goes out and you have fluid motion. What stops that? If the prefrontal cortex intercepts that message. And then what you feel inside is you're starting to think, you're starting to analyze. You find that the motion is not fluid. The motion just doesn't go by itself. So to be a better golfer, you have to learn how to see the world, respond to the world, and not interfere with the prefrontal cortex. This is what Stephen's programs do. Stephen's program is not sports psychology, it's actually neuroscience. It's learning how to use the brain to function the way it should to produce fluid motion. And this is what we've seen in our research. What we've done is we looked at golfers on a putting green, and we found with Stephen's programs, their brain was functioning more as a whole. It was more coherent. They were able to see the world, respond to the world without intercepting the signal. The motion was fluid, the motion was successful.